You have already made a conscious and powerful decision to move forward in your life, and that choice stems from a place of deep self-awareness and emotional maturity. You've realized that staying stuck in sadness, confusion, or any kind of uncertain situation no longer serves your highest good. You've come to understand that your peace, emotional security, and future cannot be compromised for temporary comfort or fleeting emotions. At this point in your journey, you desire stability, clarity, and meaningful connection. You want to share your life with someone who not only understands you but is also absolutely sure about you, someone who sees the value of the bond you offer and reciprocates it with the same level of seriousness and certainty. Your person, whether they've expressed it or not, can clearly sense this about you. Your energy speaks volumes, even louder than your words. They are beginning to understand that you're not someone interested in casual flings, superficial attachments, or time-pass relationships. You're not here for momentary excitement or short-term enjoyment. Instead, you believe in building something long-lasting, something real, grounded, and committed. Your values are strong, your standards are high, and your intentions are pure. You don't just talk about loyalty, commitment, and love, you embody these qualities in your everyday life. That authenticity is incredibly rare, and your person sees it. In fact, they deeply admire it. They may not have encountered many people like you before, someone whose presence is grounded in truth, whose decisions are guided by values, and whose heart isn't swayed by temporary emotions or external noise. They see you as someone with integrity, someone who stands by their principles even when it's hard. That kind of consistency is both rare and beautiful. To your person, you are not just desirable, you are someone with whom they can imagine a future. In their eyes, you are complete marriage material. You embody the qualities of a true life partner, honest, mature, compassionate, loyal, and emotionally intelligent. And with that realization comes a sense of responsibility. Your person knows that if they truly want to be with you, they need to be ready, not just emotionally, but mentally and spiritually. This is not a connection that can be taken lightly. They understand that they must be prepared to step up, to grow, and to take this relationship to the next level. More importantly, they know they need to be fearless in accepting this connection and honoring it, even in front of the world. No secrets, no doubts, no hiding behind excuses. Just real love, open hearts, and genuine intentions. You've been through enough in the past, painful experiences, heartbreaks, moments of feeling unseen or unappreciated. Those struggles weren't in vain. They taught you what you deserve, and more importantly, what you should never settle for again. You are now in a place where you will not tolerate third-party involvement, emotional confusion, or any dynamic that makes you question your worth. You know who you are, and you know what you bring to the table. Your patience, loyalty, and depth are not qualities you'll waste on someone who isn't ready to meet you where you are. This clarity and confidence that you're moving with, it's incredibly magnetic. People can feel it when you walk into a room. There's something about the way you carry yourself now that commands respect and admiration. You're no longer driven by the need for validation or the fear of being alone. Instead, you're guided by your inner strength and unwavering belief in your own value. That energy is powerful and irresistible. Your person is likely feeling drawn to you now more than ever. They see how you've evolved. They notice your emotional maturity, your self-control, your ability to move forward with grace and strength. They know that if they want a place in your life, they must be willing to show up fully, not halfway, not inconsistently, but wholeheartedly. And that realization is making them reevaluate their own readiness, their own values, and their own intentions. In many ways, your growth has become a mirror for them. It's inspiring them to rise to the occasion. to not only match your energy, but to protect and honor it. Because the truth is, people like you are not easy to find. You are a rare combination of strength and softness, independence and loyalty, passion and patience. And once someone sees that in you, they can never truly forget it. So keep walking forward with the same unwavering confidence. Trust that the right person will recognize your worth, not just in words, but through consistent action. You are not meant to be stuck in uncertainty, confusion, or emotional limbo. You are meant to be loved openly, fully, and fearlessly. And the person who is truly meant for you will not only see that, they will act on it, without hesitation. There's something so unique and endlessly fascinating about you. It's not just your appearance, though yes, you are beautiful in a way that's difficult to put into words, but more than that, it's your energy, your presence, your spirit. Whether you are a woman or a man, there's a deep intuition in you, a quiet kind of wisdom that feels both comforting and powerful. You carry a calmness and sensibility that makes me feel safe, seen, and understood. You seem to move through the world with such grace, and yet, you're grounded, completely aware of the emotional currents around you. It's as if you're tuned into something most people miss. That connection, that frequency you live on, it's what draws me to you in ways I can't fully explain. There are nights when I lie awake for hours, my thoughts spinning with nothing but you. I scroll through your social media, watching your videos, reading your captions, studying your photos, not out of obsession, but because there's a comfort in seeing glimpses of your life, even if from a distance. It makes me feel close to you. It's almost like I'm searching for something in your smile, in your eyes, in the way you carry yourself, some sign that you might be feeling what I'm feeling too. I replay our moments, even the smallest ones, in my head like treasured memories. Every laugh, every glance, every moment we shared lingers in my mind long after it's passed. For a long time, I ran from these feelings. I tried to ignore them, tried to distract myself, told myself I was just imagining the depth of what I felt for you. But the moment I stopped running, truly stopped, and allowed myself to sit with those emotions, something shifted. I felt relief, like I could finally breathe. Trying to disconnect from you had been exhausting. When I let myself feel everything, when I allowed myself to admit how deeply you affect me, it felt like coming home. You make me feel so loved even without words. You have this ability to ground me, to bring me back to myself when I'm spiraling, even if you don't realize you're doing it. I haven't shared everything with you. There are still parts of me that I've kept hidden, out of fear or habit, or maybe because I don't even fully understand them myself. But even with that, even without the full story, I feel vulnerable when I'm near you. You have a way of looking at me that sees through the layers, that cuts straight to the truth of who I am. And that kind of clarity, it's rare. It terrifies me, honestly, because I've spent so long hiding those parts of myself from everyone else. But with you, there's no place to hide, and strangely, I don't want to. It's like you can sense what I'm thinking before I even say it. Your intuition is sharp, almost uncanny, and sometimes it makes me feel completely exposed, but not in a bad way. It's more like you're reading a story I didn't even know I was writing. And though it frightens me at times, it also amazes me. I've never known anyone like you. It's both humbling and awe-inspiring to be seen so clearly, to be known without having to explain. I know I have a tendency to run. I pull away when things get intense, and then I come back, full of longing and apologies. I know it's not fair, and I know it hurts you. But please understand, it's not because I don't care. It's the opposite, actually. I care so deeply that it overwhelms me sometimes. The thought of losing you, of not being enough for you, of ruining something so rare, it terrifies me. but staying away from you hurts even more. Every time I run, it tears something inside me. Every time I return, it's because I simply can't bear the distance. I miss you too much. I need your presence in my life, your voice, your energy. It brings me back to center, back to what matters. When I'm with you, I feel lighthearted, like a weight has been lifted off my chest. You bring joy into places I didn't even know were dark. Your presence is like sunlight, warm, nurturing, full of life. You remind me that there's still beauty in this world, that there's still hope even when things feel uncertain. That is perhaps the most beautiful thing about you, your ability to see the good, even when it's hard to find. You see beauty where others see brokenness. You see light where others see shadow. And that perspective, it changes the people around you. It's changed me. You've opened something in me that I didn't know existed. I don't know what the future holds, and I can't promise I won't falter again, but what I do know is this: you've made a permanent mark on my heart. You've taught me what it feels like to be emotionally connected, truly and deeply. You've taught me that love is not just about romance or attraction, it's about presence, understanding, trust, and vulnerability. And if I'm being honest, loving you, or even just feeling this way about you, has made me feel more alive than I have in a very long time. I miss you more deeply than words can fully express. There's an ache in my heart that never seems to fade, and it's hard to go through each day without you beside me. So much feels incomplete. My motivation is running low, and the smallest tasks feel heavy without your presence. It's like my source of inspiration, the light that kept me going, has dimmed in your absence. There's a quiet heaviness that sits on my chest most of the time, and though I try to carry on, it follows me like a shadow. Sometimes I can't even pinpoint exactly why I feel this way, it's just this persistent emptiness, this longing that I can't seem to shake. Sleep has become a distant memory. I haven't rested properly in what feels like ages. Every night, as soon as the world gets quiet, my mind fills up with thoughts of you. I think about everything, when we might see each other again, how it will happen, whether you'll want to speak with me, whether you'll forgive me. These thoughts come in waves and flood my mind, leaving no space for peace or stillness. It's overwhelming, this loop of wondering, questioning, and hoping. I replay memories, imagine future conversations, and go over every word we've shared, searching for clues, signs, or even closure. I often find myself wondering what you're up to. How are you really doing? Are you happy, busy, thriving? Or do you sometimes feel the same weight of separation that I do? Most of all, I wonder if you still feel emotionally connected to me, even in the smallest way. That question haunts me more than any other. It would mean the world to know whether I still occupy a space in your heart, or if I've faded into your past completely. I want to be honest with you, more than I've ever been before. I don't want to pretend anymore. I've tried putting on a brave face, acting as though I'm unaffected, as if life goes on smoothly without you, but it doesn't. The truth is, I'm not okay without you. I'm not strong in the way I used to think I was. I miss you every day, and I wish I had said things differently, done things better, been more patient, more present, more understanding. Looking back, I realize how often my pride got in the way. I let anger and ego speak for me when my heart was begging to just love and be loved. I don't want to be that rude, arrogant person anymore. I see now how those walls I put up only hurt both of us. I used to think that strength meant hiding my emotions, acting like I didn't care, but now I know that real strength is vulnerability, humility, and being able to say, I was wrong or I miss you. I want to change, not just for you, but for myself. I want to become someone more gentle, more open, someone capable of love that is not tainted by fear or pride. I don't like who I became without you, and I don't like pretending that I'm fine when my heart tells a different story every day. Despite all the pain and confusion, something in me is shifting. I'm learning to rebuild myself slowly. I'm working on becoming more confident, not the kind of confidence that comes from ego, but the kind that's rooted in self-worth and awareness. I'm beginning to realize that I am worthy of love, of forgiveness, and of peace. I don't want to be driven by guilt or regret anymore. I want to grow, to heal, and to hold on to the hope that we might find our way back to each other, even if it's just to understand each other better. But even if that day never comes, I still want you to know how much you mean to me. Please don't mistake this message as an attempt to guilt you or to pull you back into something you're trying to move on from. I understand that life may have taken us in different directions for reasons we didn't fully see at the time. Maybe we needed this distance to grow individually. Still, I felt the need to reach out from my heart and tell you what I've been carrying inside. You mattered then, you matter now, and you will always matter to me. So, wherever you are, whatever you're feeling, I hope you know that you are missed, deeply and sincerely. And no matter what the future holds, I hope you find happiness, love, and peace even if it's not with me. Just know, you left a mark on my soul, one that time and distance can't erase.